It's Saturday in Melrose Mountain, Tryon, North Carolina, and I want to share with you a word from Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 1, verses 2 through 5 actually speaks to its purpose. It would be good if you opened your Bible occasionally to the book of Proverbs and perhaps made a list of those things that it teaches, taking and extracting the truths in many, many different areas. But let me just read to you from my Bible, the New American Standard, the Proverbs 1, verses 1 through 5. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to discern the sayings of understanding, to receive instruction in wise behavior, righteousness, justice, and equity, to give prudence to the naive, to the youth knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and increase in learning, and a man of understanding will acquire wise counsel. To understand a proverb and a figure of the words of the wise in their riddles. As you look at Proverbs chapter 1, verses 2 through 5, and you see the absolute purpose that Solomon had, it was to know wisdom and instruction, to discern the sayings of understanding, to receive the instruction that's there for wise behavior and righteousness, justice, and equity, to bring prudence to the naive, to the youth knowledge and discretion, to the wise man to hear and increase in learning, and to wise men not only to hear and increase in knowledge, but the man of understanding will acquire wise counsel. Now, it's interesting when you think about that, just opening just a couple of verses. It's written to the naive. It's written to youth. It's written to wise men. And it's even written to men of understanding. It covers every area, doesn't it? As a matter of fact, sometimes I've said it seems to me that it starts out speaking to the youngest and going to the oldest. Nevertheless, it speaks to every mindset and every age group. And there's key words that are contained there in the first 5 or 6 verses. To hear. You can't know what Proverbs says unless you spend some time in the book. And how are you going to hear it if you don't read it? To receive it. That's one thing to hear it. It's another thing to receive it. You know, many times when you've scolded your children, they heard it, but they didn't receive it. And that you might increase. Doesn't say you don't have any wisdom, doesn't say you don't have any sense or any righteousness. It says that you might increase in those areas. And that when even you're wise and mature, that you'll acquire wise counsel from others. You see, no man has all of the answers. And wise counsel is often a wonderful thing that people never, ever try to get. It deals with pride, relationships. It deals with discipline. It deals with righteousness, joy, comfort. I mean, it covers all types of subjects. Let me just give you one example before I close out this devotion. In Proverbs 15:1, it says, a gentle answer turns away wrath. Now think how many times you'd avoid a problem with a mate or friend or someone if you just gave a gentle answer. The second part of that verse is, and a harsh word stirs anger. Now think how many times you gave a harsh word back to some statement that someone made that caused extra problems. So a gentle answer turns away wrath, and a harsh word stirs up anger. Just think how prudent it would be if you remembered that every day for the rest of your life. And even though your mate or your friend or whoever it might be has some kind of a quick, sharp cutting, hurtful or whatever statement to make to you, that you would use a gentle answer to turn away the wrath and not use a harsh word that stirs up more anger. You see, Proverbs is all about attitude and actions, but it has to be heard, it has to be received, it has to be applied. And when you don't know what to do, remember it says to seek out wise counsel. Yes, Proverbs would be a good book for all of us to spend some time in every day, to make a list of all of the topics and all of the counsel and advice of this collection that Solomon put together for us. Why not take a few minutes today, read through Proverbs? I think you'll be blessed. And if you receive it and you apply it, I think you're going to save yourself a lot of grief. That's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a wonderful day.